What is good, everybody? So today I'm gonna be explaining how Rhude built a luxury streetwear empire, and this is the strategy behind one of fashion's most influential modern brands, right? If you've seen Rhude, this is exactly what Rhude is, right? This fashion brand or this luxury fashion brand, streetwear fashion brand, right? Yeah. Now, the most or the biggest misconception about Rhude is that most people think that Rhude became successful because celebrities wore it, but in reality, celebrities amplified the brand. They didn't create it. Rhude first built a powerful identity that celebrities just wanted to be associated with or part of, right? Now, this goes for brands like Supreme, Gucci, Prada, and other brands, right? They didn't create them, they just wanted to be associated with them, and that is the identity Rhude wanted to become or wanted to have, right? Not just a brand, but just what celebrities to be associated with it. Now let's go on to the what of how long? Okay. Now, as you all know, Rhude doesn't sell clothing, but Rhude sells success. Rhude sells ambition, status, achievement, wealth, and the modern American dream, right? So it doesn't sell the product, it sells the identity, and this is what people want to be part of, right? The modern American dream, the status and the wealth, the ambition, the achievements, the success. This is what Rhude is actually about and what it sells. It doesn't sell the clothing, it only sells the identity, right? Yes. So if you don't know the founder, Rhuigi is an immigrant, right? So he immigrated from the Philippines to LA in Los Angeles, California. So instead of building a fashion brand, he built a symbol of ambition and achievement. And the reason why Rhude is so successful because the founder story became part of the product. Voyager didn't just hide from the people, but he became part of the product and he showcased the product, and people loved that. Right? People actually loved that he was part of the product identity. That's why people were so ambitious to buy the product and really also wanted to be part of part of the story behind Rhude. And you could do this also for your brand, whatever, right? Whatever you're selling, you could also do this because people, as soon as people see your face, it just amplifies trust, right? People, they just trust you instantly. The moment you show your face and become part of the story behind your brand, it just it just builds the trust and people and authority, and people actually would want to buy from that, right? Yes. Now here's the Rhude identity framework for for Rhude to become the brand it is today. It used this identity framework: identity to culture to recognition to status then demand. People didn't just buy products, people buy identities. That's what people bought, right? And here's the visual DNA, and this is what Rhude wanted to be like in the first place. The visual DNA: vintage Americana, motorsports, racing culture, luxury lifestyle, neutral tones, oversized solo heads. Now, this is the outcome: instant recognition. Rhude wanted to be recognized like this. You know how Supreme is recognized by the red, maybe the streetwear, the New York streetwear style. Prada is recognized by the formality and the maybe the success also. But you know how Prada is and how Gucci is, and that's how brands want to be recognized by. And Rhude chose this identity, right? Neutral tone, neutral tones, oversized silhouettes, racing culture, the vintage, American motorsports, and all of those. This is how Rhude wanted to be recognized, and it actually stood out from other brands, right? Now, apart from that, Rhude created a scarcity engine. If you don't know, a lot of brands create this not because they don't have the money to buy products or what, but they use this so that people actually what are in demand of the product, right? Because people don't like being left out. People don't like what people like to be a part of something. So when a brand creates something like exclusive releases or limited inventory or limited drops, people want to be part of it. Then they actually buy it. Even if Rhude was selling a necklace for 1,000 rand, $1,000, people will actually buy that because it's exclusive releases, it's limited jobs and limited inventory, and people actually want to be part of that. So the scarcity engine of Rhude looks like this: the limited jobs, limited inventory, controlled distribution, and exclusive releases. The result: higher perceived value. The more a brand has limited stuff, the more or the higher the perceived value, right? Because people want it, and when they can find it, they want it more, right? I'm gonna make an example. Let's talk about girls or females, right? If boys can get a hold of a certain female, they're gonna want them more because they're so mysterious. They wonder how the fuck is this chick so mysterious, or however. Even vice versa for it's what it's like that for girls, right? Boys usually crave the presence of women, always like girls. I'm gonna say boys like girls, like that, right? So if you're a nigga and you're chasing after a girl each and every time, she's not gonna want you, right? But the moment you start being mysterious and being limited and being exclusive and being what being a hold of yourself or in your own space, the guy's gonna like, this nigga used to chasing me but now he's not chasing me, and the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like that for brands also. The more they're mysterious, the more they're hidden, and the more they're limited to them, the more people want them, and the more they'd sell like crazy because Rhude would actually sell maybe a head for $5,000. Not because not because what? Not because it's worth not because it is $5,000, but because it's worth $5,000 because of its exclusivity and its limitedness. Why? You get me? Yeah, this is what Rhude actually did. Now, the culture attachment. Rhude attached itself to luxury cars, motorsports, athletes, travel, and wealth. This is what the brand identity of Rhude actually looked like, right? As you can see, this is a famous rapper, DDG, and whatever. Is it Lake Como? Yes, this is Lake Como, right? This is travel, right? He's traveling, and this is wealth. This is luxury, even though this is not a luxury car, but this is luxury. As you can see, he's wearing Rhude, right? This is also luxury. This is wealth. This is travel. Maybe this is an athlete. I really don't know, but as you can see, this is what the culture attachment of Rhude is actually like, or it attached itself to this kind of culture, right? The brand became a symbol of success, right? Really, if you see brands like Gucci, not a lot of people wear Gucci, and the people who wear Gucci are either successful athletes. I'm saying like luxury. It resonates with luxury. So does Rhude. I'm saying even though Rhude is a luxury streetwear empire, but it still made sure it attached itself to successful people, or the kind of people who actually wear it, or it represents. It wanted to represent it, right? Now, the celebrity now, Rhude has this thing called the celebrity seeding strategy. People like LeBron James, Kendrick Lamar, Justin Bieber, A$AP Rocky, Travis Scott, Jay-Z. I'm saying this status transfers from people to products. Right? If you see your favorite celebrity wearing Rhude, you're also gonna want to wear Rhude, right? This is why a lot of people estimated that Rhude was made by celebrities, but celebrities just wanted to be part of Rhude, right? So if you see Jay-Z wearing a Rhude, a simple plain Rhude t-shirt, you're also gonna want it, right? If you see Travis Scott wearing pants like Rhude pants, you're also gonna want to buy those Rhude pants. LeBron James, I'm saying Kendrick Lamar, your favorite celebrities are wearing this, you're also gonna want to wear them. That's why Rhude became so powerful. And Rhude didn't even plan this, it just happens, you know what I'm saying? And now it really amplifies the brand, and a lot of celebrities actually wearing this. Apart from this four people, even a lot of celebrities are still rocking Rhude, right? Yeah, this is why it's called the celebrity seeding strategy, literally. Now, without the celebrities and stuff and the identity, the collaboration strategy for Rhude was very strategic, right? Rhude didn't just want to collaborate with any brand or any sort of or any people. It specifically collabed with Puma and McLaren. Why? Because every partnership reinforced the same brand message: performance, luxury, and success. When people saw Rhude, right, they saw, oh, the brand identity behind Rhude was what? Success, luxury, and performance, right? When people were in Puma, this is what? Just chill vibes, success. It represents success, luxury, performance. Even what? Even Puma what? Puma um or just shows or expresses the performance, right? Because it's a sports brand, right? McLaren, it's also a sports brand. Performance, luxury, because if you can't buy McLaren if you're not successful, right? You don't have the luxury to like own a McLaren, right? Yes, that's why there's a collaboration between Rhude and McLaren, and also it's for successful people, right? So every partnership reinforces the same brand message: performance, luxury, and success. That's why Rhude specifically collabed with Puma and McLaren. Now, the Roof Grove formula, right? Now, this is how it goes: the founder story, then the identity, the DNA, the visual DNA, the culture, the scarcity, the celebrities, the status, and the demand, right? The founder story, make sure if you're a brand, there's always a founder story. People are attracted to that, and people always want to know the people behind every brand, right? Then after that, then you create the identity, right? Rhude amplifies success, wealth, what status, achievement, aiming high, stuff like that. This is the identity behind rules, right? Then the visual DNA, um those neutral tones, oversized silhouettes, the Americana, the vintage, whatever. This is what the visual DNA behind your brand. So what is the visual DNA behind your own brand, right? Like, how does your brand look that is gonna stand out from other brands? Right? The culture, right? The scarcity, as I talked about, um limited jobs, exclusivity, exclusive what? Exclusive like some exclusive stuff like that, like everything that is limited, that makes the audience or people want more of your product, even though it's limited, right? The celebrities, don't go looking out for celebrities you've been, but the moment you spot a celebrity wearing your what, your brand, make sure you amplify that. This is what Rhude did. Rhude didn't go out looking for celebrities, but celebrities found Rhude and wanted to be associated with it, right? The status and the demand. After all this, people want demand because they sing all of this and it's very, very high in demand. This is the good cost formula. Now, the lesson for every clothing brand: the winning brands don't sell products, they sell identity. People really buy clothing because they need clothing. They buy what the clothing says about them. Now, Rhude became valuable the moment it stopped being a clothing brand and started becoming a cultural symbol. People wear, or people buy feeling, people buy identity, people buy things because of how they want to feel or how they want to be perceived. They don't just buy clothing, they buy identity, and this is what a lot of clothing brands should do, right? The lesson for your clothing brand: the winning brands don't sell products, they sell identity. People really buy clothing because they need clothing, they buy what the clothing says about them. And Rhude became valuable because the moment it stopped Rhude became valuable the moment it stopped being a clothing brand and started becoming a cultural symbol. And this is what a lot of clothing brands should do, guys. I'm gonna end the video here. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video, and if your clothing brand, and you please copy or Be like Rhude and actually copy the strategy Rhude went and how it built such a very big luxury streetwear empire. And this could be your clothing brand also. And this is just not for clothing brand also, but for any brand out there. If you're selling products, stop selling the product and actually start selling the feelings and the identity. Guys, please subscribe, like and share, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.